Let's step up your white balance game by learning how to use Kelvin in order to get the best colors for your videos. Hey everyone, Camber here, back with you, and today we're talking about color temperature based on the Kelvin scale so that you can easily white balance your camera using the Kelvin settings. And if you're new here, this channel is all about teaching you how to use your camera to make good videos, so if that's you, consider subscribing. Now, if you don't know what white balance is or why you do not want to be using auto white balance for your videos, then check out this previous video I made here about white balance and how you can use your camera's white balance presets in order to make your colors look the most natural. Well, this video is going to build on that and take it a step further by helping you to understand how to use your camera's Kelvin settings in order to fine-tune those colors even more. First off, color temperature is measured in Kelvin, and each light source puts out a color cast that has a numerical value applied to it. The lower the number, the warmer the light source, such as candle lights that are roughly 1800 Kelvin, and the higher the number, the cooler the light source, such as overcast skies that can be anywhere from 6000 to 8000 Kelvin. And neutral light is produced somewhere around 5000 Kelvin. And this is where it can get a little bit confusing, and I want to make sure that you understand that as the color temperature rises in kelvins, the actual temperature in the environment generally decreases. And every light source has a different color temperature value. So let's just take a look at a chart that'll show us the approximate Kelvin colors and values of various light sources. First off, we have candle flame, which is about 1000 to 2000 Kelvin. And then with household lighting, we have 2500 to 3500 Kelvin. Sunrise and sunsets are around 3000 to 4000 Kelvin. Fluorescent lamps will give 4000 to 5000. And then with sunlight, we have about 5000 to 6000 Kelvin. With the cloudy sky and in shady areas, you have 6500 to 8000. And with the heavily overcast sky, you have 9000 to 10,000 Kelvin. So the Kelvin color temperature setting is pretty much a do-it-yourself choice where you're actually setting the degrees in Kelvin in order to tell your camera how to see and render those colors in your videos. So on the lower end of the scale, your camera's going to add in more blue to compensate for those warmer Kelvin temperatures. And at the higher end of the scale, your camera's adding in more yellow in order to compensate for the cooler temperatures. And you can really fine-tune your colors using the Kelvin setting to get them as accurate as possible, or you can use it to skew the colors in order to give a different feel or mood to your videos. Now, I know this seems like a whole lot of numbers to learn, but once you start using these values, you'll learn pretty quickly what Kelvin setting that various lighting setups will call for. And once you get the hang of it, you'll really be able to fine-tune those colors and get them right in camera so that your editing process will be a whole lot easier because you won't be having to try to fix bad coloring. And that's pretty much it for the Kelvin color temperature settings. So if this video was helpful, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and let me know down below if you do have any more questions about using Kelvin. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't, and remember that the only way to get better at something is to practice. So start using Kelvin. See you soon.